What if I told you there is a place on Earth so remote, so extreme, and so tightly controlled that even in an age where satellites can map nearly every inch of the planet, there are still things we cannot clearly see? A place where access is limited, where entire regions are marked off limits, and where some believe something ancient, something powerful, is buried beneath miles of ice. This is Antarctica. At first glance, it seems simple. A frozen desert at the bottom of the world, empty, lifeless, harsh. But the deeper you look, the stranger it becomes. Because Antarctica is not just another continent, it is the coldest place on Earth, the windiest place on Earth, and perhaps the most mysterious place on Earth. Antarctica is enormous. It's larger than Europe, nearly twice the size of Australia, and yet no one truly lives there. No cities, no permanent population, no history as we understand it, just scientists, researchers, and strict control. Temperatures here can fall below -80 degrees Celsius, cold enough to freeze exposed skin in seconds. Winds can exceed 300 kilometers per hour, strong enough to knock a person off their feet, and for nearly half the year, the continent is plunged into complete darkness. Months without sunlight, just endless night and endless ice. It is a place so hostile that survival itself becomes a challenge. So naturally, you would assume no one would have any reason to go there. And yet, nations from all over the world maintain a presence in Antarctica. Dozens of research stations, thousands of personnel rotating in and out, all operating under a single agreement. The Antarctic Treaty, signed in 1959. This treaty established Antarctica as a place for peaceful scientific research. No military activity, no nuclear testing, no resource extraction. On the surface, it sounds ideal, a continent dedicated entirely to science. But look a little closer, and something feels off. Because while the treaty promotes cooperation, it also enforces restriction. You cannot simply travel anywhere in Antarctica. Certain areas require special permits, others are completely off limits. Even flights, routes, and landings are tightly controlled. So the question becomes unavoidable. If Antarctica is just ice, why does it need this level of control? Now let's rewind history, back to a time long before satellites, before modern exploration, before Antarctica was officially discovered. The year is 1513. An Ottoman admiral named Piri Reis creates a map. At first glance, it appears ordinary, but when historians studied it more closely, they noticed something impossible. The map seems to depict the coastline of Antarctica, not just vaguely, but with surprising accuracy, and even more disturbing. It appears to show the land without ice. Think about that. Antarctica was not officially discovered until 1820. That's over 300 years later. And even today, we cannot see what lies beneath the ice without advanced radar technology. So how could a map from the 1500s show a detailed coastline of a continent hidden beneath miles of ice? Some researchers suggest the map was not original. That Piri Reis may have copied it from much older sources. Ancient maps, lost records, knowledge from a civilization far older than our own. Because here's something that changes everything. Antarctica wasn't always frozen. Millions of years ago, it was warm, covered in forests, filled with rivers, home to diverse ecosystems, a completely different world. But what if that warm period lasted longer than we think? What if Antarctica remained habitable during a time when humans, or something like humans, already existed? Some theories suggest that Antarctica may have once hosted an advanced civilization, not primitive tribes, but something far more developed, a society capable of mapping, building, and possibly even navigating the globe. And if that civilization existed, what happened to it? This is where the story takes a dramatic turn, because many believe this lost civilization is connected to one of the oldest legends in human history, Atlantis. The story of Atlantis was first described by Plato, a powerful island civilization, advanced beyond its time, destroyed in a single, catastrophic event. Most historians consider it a myth, a philosophical story, but others believe it was real. And if it was real, where did it go? The traditional theory says it sank into the ocean, but there is another possibility, a more unsettling one. What if Atlantis didn't sink? What if it froze? Imagine a civilization suddenly caught in a global catastrophe, a shift in climate, a rapid freezing event, the world changing faster than anyone could survive, cities buried, structures preserved, everything locked beneath ice. Antarctica would be the perfect place to hide something like that. A frozen time capsule, a world beneath the world. In recent years, modern technology has begun to reveal what lies beneath the surface: satellite imagery, ground-penetrating radar, deep ice scans. And what they're finding is raising more questions than answers. Strange formations have been detected, perfectly straight lines, sharp angles, geometric shapes that appear unnatural. Some even resemble pyramids. These images have been linked to data collected by NASA. Scientists explain them as natural formations, mountains shaped by erosion and ice. Coincidence. But critics argue nature rarely produces perfect symmetry, especially not on that scale. And if these structures are artificial, then someone or something built them. Now the mystery deepens, because Antarctica's strange history doesn't stop with ancient maps and hidden structures. It continues into modern history. In the late 1930s, Nazi Germany launched expeditions to Antarctica, one of them being the German Antarctic Expedition. Officially, it was a scientific mission, but many believe there was another objective. Some theories claim the Nazis were searching for ancient knowledge, advanced technology, or even entrances to underground systems beneath the ice. There are stories of a region called New Swabia, an area they allegedly explored and possibly claimed. While there is no confirmed evidence of hidden bases or secret discoveries, the secrecy surrounding these missions has fueled speculation for decades. Because if they did find something, would they have shared it? After World War II, the United States launched one of the largest Antarctic expeditions in history, the Operation High Jump. Over 4,000 personnel, multiple ships, aircraft, a massive operation in one of the most remote places on Earth. Officially, the mission was to train personnel and test equipment in extreme conditions. But the operation ended early, and that's where things become unclear. Some reports suggest that the expedition encountered something unexpected, objects moving at incredible speeds, technology that did not match anything known at the time. Admiral Richard Byrd, who led the mission, later spoke about aircraft capable of traveling from pole to pole at unbelievable speeds. Was it speculation, or was it a hint? To this day, no definitive explanation has been given. Meanwhile, beneath the ice, Antarctica continues to hide its secrets. Scientists have discovered massive subglacial lakes, bodies of water trapped beneath the ice for millions of years. These lakes are completely isolated, no sunlight, no contact with the outside world. And yet, they contain life, microorganisms, thriving in extreme conditions, living in complete darkness. If life can survive there, what else could exist? Could there be entire ecosystems still hidden beneath the ice? Could there be structures untouched for thousands, or even millions of years, or something else entirely? Because Antarctica is not just a continent, it is a vault, a frozen archive of Earth's past. Everything that has ever been buried there is still there, preserved, hidden, waiting. And maybe that's exactly why it's protected. So ask yourself, why is Antarctica so restricted? Why do so many nations agree to limit access? And why, after decades of research, do so many questions remain unanswered? Is it simply a frozen wasteland? Or is it the final hiding place of something we were never meant to find? Because sometimes the greatest secrets in the world are not lost, they are buried, and Antarctica may be hiding the biggest secret of them all. So the next time you see a map of the world, look at the bottom, at that vast, white, empty space, and remember, it might not be empty at all. Subscribe for more hidden truths, and tell me, what do you think is really beneath the ice?